Introduce yourself.
I'm Ronald Williams, also known as VONTEZ the author. It's my pleasure to be here today.
I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go back a little bit in your history. Where did you go to school at? We're gonna start there first.
I went to Western Hills High School.
Yeah.
Yes, and after Western Hills, attended the streets of Cincinnati.
You attended the streets of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got my knowledge from the streets.
The reason I went to school because you're an author, and before I even go even further, you took English in school.
Yes, I did.
Were you a good English student?
I was a fairly good student. A bit lazy at times, but I really didn't find my passion for reading and writing until after high school.
Oh yeah, after high school.
After high school.
So what got you into writing?
Well, unfortunately, I was locked up sick for the past 8 years, and during that time, I read 3 to 4 books a week, and I just got so frustrated with the level of content I was reading.
Oh, yeah.
And so I decided to step into the game.
So I guess could you put a year on it when you decided to write? Like about how far back from now?
I started writing poetry first back in '08.
Oh, poetry. You started with poetry.
I also still do spoken word poetry.
Okay.
My poet name is Brother Poet.
Brother Poet.
Yeah.
Okay, in this book, Loyalties, what kind of genre is this book?
This book is an urban fiction / erotica type book. Yeah, it has some, but it has a message in it also. It has some church scenes with the message of who you're gonna remain loyal to. Has some faith-based implements in it, but it has some murder mayhem.
Oh yeah.
It has some very explicit sex scenes in it.
Oh, okay.
It's a well-rounded effort.
Oh, it's one of those books. So this one of them parental guidance type books.
I would not.
Parental advisories.
Yeah, I definitely would not. I would not let kids get to this book. I would not condone that. You know, it's definitely for somebody 18 and up. An adult type book. Yeah, definitely so.
Any main characters in the book?
There are a few main characters. There are 5 intertwining story plots together. Sort of like that movie, Traffic.
Traffic. Okay, yeah.
Like Traffic, where it's different storylines going on at the same time, but they all come back. They're intertwined throughout the book. But one of the main characters is his name is VONTEZ. It's not really based on me, just the name I chose to use at the time. VONTEZ and Verdale. A brief summary of the book. VONTEZ goes to jail. Somebody tells on him, and his brother Verdale has to step up and take on the family business.
Oh, okay.
And at that point, the different situations that they go through, VONTEZ being incarcerated and coming home, then Verdale stepping away from his real business. He was a real businessman, and having to step into the game to fill his brother's shoes, and the stuff that they go through in the game.
Oh, so would you say this book is fiction, fact, part fiction, part fact?
It's a nice blend. I don't want to give away too much as far as what's real and what's not, but it's definitely I picked from my real life to give the book some real genuineness to it.
And how much time did it take you to write this book?
I wrote part 1 and part 2 over a year's time.
Part 1 and part 2?
Yeah, there's actually going to be a part 2 of Loyalties coming out next year.
So this book here is just one?
This is the first in a series. And I'm not sure if we're going to do a part 3 or 4, but we'll see how well received this part is, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I forgot to ask you, why do you write? Why do you write?
Well, like I said, I write because I was so disappointed in the material that I was reading. And I figured, because their vocab was so limited. They use, and I'm from the hood. I grew up in Fairmount, College Hill. I went to Westside Swab Middle School, so I'm from the hood, most definitely. But we don't want to limit ourselves in our dialect when we talk.
Right.
I like to inform and educate as well as entertain when I write.
So are you a full-time or part-time writer? And I know eventually you're gonna probably become a full-time writer if you're not one already. But are you full-time or part-time?
Well, actually, I would say I'm a full-time author, because my whole life is the material that I draw upon to write.
Okay.
So, but currently I write part-time. I'm a full-time barber and a full-time father as well.
Oh yeah, gotta commend you on being a parent, man, and still following your ambitions to try and get out here and make things happen and be your own entrepreneur.
I appreciate that.
And what's some of the things, like, once your book drop, what do you plan on being able to do once you get this platform after the book is out there? Do you plan on going on the road or doing any speeches or anything like that?
Well, like I said, I've been locked up 6 of the past 8 years.
Right.
And I would love to be able to go back to the penitentiaries in a different capacity.
Right.
I want to go back and actually, one of the main reasons I wrote this book is because a lot of guys, when they get locked up, they don't realize that it's just the beginning of your life.
Right.
You're in a special place in your life in the penitentiary because you have a chance to reinvent yourself. And that's what I did. And I want to go back and let them guys know, like, hey, it ain't over for you.
Yeah, you can re-inspire them.
Re-inspire them, exactly.
Yeah, give them some ideas. Like you'd be surprised how many guys when they're in jail, all they think about is getting out. But that's all they think about is getting out.
And then, see, the journey starts the day you get in the penitentiary.
Right.
If you decide to do something after you come home, it's really too late. You got to start your journey while you're in there.
I remember you told me that before,
and
too.
I was real passionate. Like, I took Toastmasters while I was in the penitentiary. I attended college in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
And everything, like, I continued to cut hair because I wanted to sharpen my skill. I did Toastmasters because I wanted to improve my public speaking, be more comfortable in front of crowds and stuff like that, because I knew that God was setting me up for something.
Right.
So I always said the judge sentenced me to success. Let me say that one more time. He sentenced me to success.
That's good. And if you can make something happen out of this, what you are doing, that's a great inspiration to all the people that's watching, the followers, the fans, children. I mean, this is a great inspiration, man. And while you were in there as an inmate, did you ever do any poetry like in front of the guys or any guys in the pod or on stage, anything like that?
I started doing poetry from the moment I got to CRC. I started performing. I shared it with a couple of my bunkies at the time and a couple of guys that I knew from the city. And so we'd be out in the day room, and I hit them with a couple pieces. Then when I got to my institution, I joined Toastmasters, and like I said, so part of that whole Toastmasters format was the speech writing and performance. So what I would do is I would do an inspirational speech, and then I would say in closing, I would hit it with a poem to reiterate my words,
right,
my message. Like I said, a lot of guys when they get to the penitentiary, they don't really, they fall in line with what's going on, like who their peers, so to speak. But myself, I was always I was in the library. I worked out every day. I was in the library. I was on my rack watching TV or reading, and I stayed to myself because I knew that I wanted more than just to rub elbows with, and become a better criminal. That's so much. That's not what I'm on right now.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. I mean, it's very inspiring. I'm inspired myself, and I look forward to the publishing of the book. I look forward to getting me a signed autographed copy from you.
No, the book is due out June 26th, actually.
June 26th?
I'm going to have a book release party/signing at the Elegant Event Center on Hamilton Avenue.
Okay.
The information will be on my Facebook page, Loyalties, the Facebook page. Also, you go to Ronald Williams /Ron C. the Barber, which is my other Facebook page, and find the link on that page.
Okay. So stay tuned. You hear the name Loyalties? Vontez or Ronald Williams? Log on to it. Share it, forward it. Coming soon.
What's going down? Thanks for coming.